Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. Hey, Spencer
Well,
Cullum Jr. See him in the chat.
all right,
There,
mate.
now we're good. I wore my button for you, but it looks like it's going to be out of the frame.
Oh, there I am. I forgot about this.
Well, listen,
Sorry. I've just kind of been scrambling. But thanks for the text. Yeah.
that's
But,
okay.
so what's
That's
going
all right,
on?
because time is really difficult right now. Time is like, my concept of time is never good. It's non-existent right now.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's okay. How are you doing? How are you dealing with the thing?
I'm okay. You know, all things considered, I'm okay. I wish that Carter were here with me, but we FaceTime every day, so that's cool.
Yeah, I bet. Where is he? Is he in college?
He is in college. He's home. All their classes are online now, and I don't have internet at my house, so he's at his dad's.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, boy, what do you got? Board games and like chess or something?
I got two cats who are aggressively affectionate,
Uh-huh.
and a lot of records, and that's about it.
Nice.
Yeah. What more do you need, really?
Oh, well, geez. Yeah, it sounds good.
Well, listen, I'm having everybody start these by telling me who you are, where you are, and maybe how we know each other.
Okay. I'm Jonny Fritz. I'm in Pasadena, California. It's raining right now. It's a little depressing. And we know each other through music stuff from York Music Connections, right? From 150 years ago.
Yeah, it feels like it, at least.
Right.
Actually, when we met, my son was still pretty young. He's now like a whole grown-ass adult.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Yeah. And you have a little one now, too.
Yeah, I've got an 8-month-old, which is really fun.
Yeah, she's the same age. I'll always remember how old your daughter is because she's about the same age as my newest niece. They were born around the same time. So, yeah. So you got the baby at home. I've seen on Instagram that you're catching up on leather orders. How are you keeping busy?
That's what I'm doing. I kind of stopped touring a couple years ago and got into selling real estate, and I've been just kind of like doing this rebrand of my life of just becoming LA's only realtor is my thing. And so I've kind of put leather work on hold for a while too. I kind of put music and leather on hold. Well, once my girlfriend got pregnant, I was like, all right, it's time to just real shit, no more scumbag life. Got to make some money. You have to bring home some bacon. And now this has been so nice because this forced staycation has been I've never been so happy. I haven't been this happy in a very long time. And
glad to hear it.
I'm just taking leather work orders and playing music and hanging out with my family and cooking, and I'm having the best time. I know it's not very popular to have a good time during a pandemic, but I'm having a fucking blast.
I want everyone to have as good of a time as they can, and I'm really glad to hear that this time is being good to you. It's
not going to last forever, so it's really not going to be this way forever, even though it feels like it is. And so whatever. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Like, I think we should just enjoy it because it feels like it's going to last forever, and it just won't. So whatever, let's just hang in there.
While we're talking about leather, so I feel like my entire home is just full of Jonny pictures, Jonny merch, all sorts of things. This is a pretty early belt here.
Oh, wow.
It's a real old one.
It's really early. That looks very Boy Scoutish.
I've got, I don't know, maybe 10 different t-shirts. Some of them glow in the dark.
Wow, cool. Far out.
A friend of mine the other night, we were both baked. He was in South Carolina, I'm here in York, and I was telling him who I was talking to today during these chats, and he sent me a picture of one of these. His looks a little different than mine.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But we both have these lighters that I don't even think it works anymore. It doesn't work anymore. Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Right. And they're
I
not
can use that to light my John Prine prayer candle.
Oh,
maybe.
So, man.
Yeah, so I've got stickers, I've got magnets, I've got so much stuff. You're really good at the hustle, man. You always have.
It's the only way to make it work. I mean, it's the only way to make it work. If you're a touring musician, the, I mean, it's kind of like, I worked in a record store in high school, and we almost went out of business so many times. And but the thing that kept us from going out of business was some slick dick dude came in from DC or something and was like, "Here's what you need," and he just redid the whole store and brought in all these like gumballs and garbage and crap and like just like fart powder. And I was like, "Wow, this is what are we doing? We're a record shop. We're supposed to sell vinyl and be cool and stuff." And it was the only thing that kept that business afloat. And I was like, oh, I get it, you know. And so when I started going on tour, I was like, well, the only thing that's going to make sense is to have some other way to make this happen, because it's just impossible. It's like, you know, it just doesn't make any sense. And so I was like, I'm just going to be that guy and kind of be, I've always kind of been the hero and the enemy of my own fantasy at the same time, you know. I'm like, I definitely love the idea of just exploiting the hell out of a thing and making it a comic character, you know what I mean? Like having like Spaceballs, like lunch boxes and thermoses and stickers and all that stuff. I love that so much. But I also understand that it's like, what are you doing? You know, are you just promoting the shit out of yourself? Like, yes, that's what I'm doing. Like,
well, you're really good at. Tell me, to you, over the years, you've had so many fun merch items. Has there been a favorite of yours?
The condoms and nude playing cards are probably my favorite.
Oh shit! I forgot to grab the nude playing cards. I have those too.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But the nude playing cards was my favorite thing, because that was kind of my my sign off from music. It was like, all right, you know, I gotta go, because, you know what, like once Spotify came on the scene, it made it absolutely impossible to make any money on the road. And I was like, well, you can't sell music. You can't sell it. Nobody's buying. It's not for sale. It's free. So I have to sell my body. That's it. That's the only way. I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Here's my naked ass on some playing cards. Y'all can't digitally download or stream this shit. You can burn it, but you're gonna have to pay for it first. Yes, and corn dog condoms. That's right. Yeah, and a flamethrower. Thanks, James.
I said last week I was talking to somebody about how I have my favorite mugs are all Josh Headley mugs, but I bought them from you. I didn't buy them from Josh.
No, Josh didn't make them. I'm trying to help Josh out, make him some merch, but I also got an iPad with a drawing app, and I started doing portraits of people, and I wanted to do a series of artist mugs, but turns out shipping on mugs is a nightmare because they have to be packed really well, and there's no margin, there's no way to make them. Nobody wants them, and so Josh was my experiment. I made a lot. I have so many of those mugs, but I need to send them to Josh, but it's just so expensive. Well, anyway.
Speaking of Josh, so he said to tell you hello.
Did you do one of these with him?
No, what happened was I've been tuning into Instagram every night and just kind of like seeing who's doing live streams, and I opened it up the other night and it said Josh Headley was live. He wasn't playing music. He was just sitting there watching an old WrestleMania from the 90s and just talking until his phone went dead. And it was a trip. It was such a blast. It was really nice to just, you know, use that in a different way, I guess.
Yeah, I like that. He's just like, send me some money.
Yeah. It's great. Old head. Anyway, he said to tell you hi when I talked to you today.
I love him. That's good. That's good.
So what have you been listening to? I saw you posted a playlist of things to listen to in the leather shop.
Let's see. Well, most recently, I just turned it off. Isaac Opatz just sent me his new record, and I've just been playing it like the third time through. Have you ever spent any time with his record?
No.
Mariachi Static?
Mm-hmm. I know about him because of you, I think.
Oh, God, he's so good. I'm honestly, I haven't heard anybody write songs like Isaac ever before, and it's just like, it's the kind of music you listen to, and it makes you just want to quit, you know? It's rough. It's like, God damn, he's good. It's really, I can't say enough of how good he is, and he's such an amazing guy, too. He's just one of my best friends. You know, I taught him how to do leather work. I was like, hey, look, you know, if you want to play music, you're going to have a side hustle. And I taught him how to do leather work, and he and I have been running this leather business for the last like 5 years. He's an amazing leather worker. Like he's like taught me some stuff. I taught him everything I knew, and then I'm like, all right, how'd you do that? You know, and then the same goes for songwriting. So mainly I've been listening to him like the last just today, but I don't know what else have I been listening to. I got that playlist. You know, I found hang on, I found a.
Hi, Kirby.
Yeah, I found this old iPhone the other day, and it has a great playlist on it from, you know, 2010 or something. I don't know, and it's so good. So I've been playing a lot off of this. The Waylon Jennings record this time, David Allan Coe, Texas Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Lee Mayfield, Tell Me. Do you know that record? That record fucking rules.
She's played Cable House Presents. Yep, we've had her here in York.
So good. I kind of like stick with the basics. I really love Chris Christopherson. I really love Mickey Newberry. Mickey Newberry's last record has been on heavy rotation for the last couple of years for me. He made this record. I don't know if you ever got into him, but like for anybody, well, like myself, like I'm a really light-hearted person. So if I need to like deal with any sadness, it's actually pretty hard to get to it, you know. Mm-hmm. And so like I really like really sad music to kind of alleviate some of that deep sadness that just like is down there, but I don't actually have ability to access it without it. So I've pretty much just listened to like the most depressing shit, and it makes me feel so
all
good.
The time.
Oh God, I love it. Well, you might love Mickey Newberry. I mean, he's like his last record. He made a couple, and they kind of had different names and stuff. But like he has this one that's like called For Women, and it's about all the women in his life and like why they didn't work out. And it's all about like mental illness and how she was like just needed help, and he wasn't able to help her, and you know he lost her, and you know. And then his other song like what's the line? It's like, I'm just one man, but sometimes I wish I was three. So I could take a 44 pistol to me and put one in my brain for her memory. One more for my heart, and then I'd be free. Like this fucking darkest, you know? That's been I love Mickey Newberry. But I don't like, you know, I don't know. I kind of like have my like 15 artists that I listen to, and that's really it. So I don't know. I don't have much new stuff. I feel like I'm the wrong person for this.
No, that's okay. I've been, you know, the other night I decided that I was gonna tear apart my record collection and reorganize it, and cull the collection a little bit. I have so many goddamn Willie Nelson records. I have 3 copies of Stardust. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because it's my favorite, and one of them was my copy that I listened to with my dad when I was a kid. I would stand on his feet and dance around the room. One copy was my aunt's. When she passed away, I got her records. But yeah, I listen to the same stuff a lot. I have you know, hundreds of records, and I return to the same 20 or so in constant rotation. And that old stuff has stuck around for a reason.
Yeah, when it works, it works. There's no reason I don't know. I also have a hard time with I'm such a critical, judgmental asshole when it comes to music. I feel like music is like, I feel like it's life source, and when it's good, it's true. It's like a saline pack that puts into your body to make you well and gets you going. And then when it's bad, it's poison, and I feel like it needs to be destroyed. So I have a hard time with music a lot of the time. It's like, unless it's really fucking good, it needs to go away. That's
I can agree with that.
That's my feeling on it. So I don't know. I have a real hard time with a lot of new stuff. I think a lot of new stuff is just nothing there. Or like everybody, we're too self-conscious. We just like it's so hard to write. I have a hard time with it. I haven't written a song in a long time, and because I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I'm like afraid of getting called out, I guess. Like if people are gonna be like, "That's fucked up. You can't say that," or it's like just go away for a while. And so I don't know. I find it's a really difficult time for people to say anything, and it's tough. I think it's gonna be hard for a long time because of how easy and quick we are to call people out, and it's just I don't know, and I don't even mean that like I'm gonna say anything controversial, but it just to even get into the mindset of being like I want to say something, the next thought is yeah, but what will people think? And that I want that to go away before making anything else.
Yeah,
so,
I think that's a dangerous place to be if you're gonna make any sort of art.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
I hear that. I do appreciate recently you've been posting some of your songs and how to play them and the stories behind them. That's been cool.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I kind of fell off of it. I don't know. I was doing it for a minute, and then I was like, I don't know. I kind of got distracted, but maybe I'll make some more of them. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
It's been cool because then other people end up posting their own covers of them, which is kind of a whole fun domino effect that's happening too.
Yeah, I thought so too. That was some people have posted some things. I was like, oh man, people are actually listening. That's so cool. So yeah, I think I would like to do that more.
We're definitely always listening. That's for sure.
What was the song referenced?
The Mickey Newberry song.
So there's two of them. There's one called For Women, and it's insane. For Women is the most. It's also called Winter Winds. I've seen it listed both ways. And then that other song, the like I'm just a poor man. Sometimes I wish I was through. I can take it forward. Oh God, I can find it.
On your old iPhone.
It's worth it. It's really. I love Billy Joe Shaver too. But Mickey Newberry, his first records though, there's a record called American Trilogy, which is just Leaving Kentucky. There it is. Is that it? Yes, I think that's it. Yeah, nice one. Chief Rain Cloud. All right. Nights When I Am Sane is another amazing record. Live at Montezuma Hall, In a New Age, Harlequin Melodies, Rusty Tracks, and Frisco Mabel Joy are kind of my favorites. But, yeah, I don't know what else I really listen to. That and Isaac, kind of Lucinda Williams, Isaac Opatz, Mickey Newberry, Billy Joe Shaver, Bonnie Raitt. That's kind of it.
That's a great list. That's enough to keep you busy, I think.
Yeah, also, I don't know, one thing I think is really good for songwriting for me is like history. I watch a lot of Ken Burns documentaries. I love Ken Burns documentaries, and working leatherwork, you're here in a leather shop for like 10 hours a day, just kind of, doing your thing, and it's great to have something on that you don't have to really pay much attention to. And if something has lyrics to it, I focus in too much on it and just get. Sure. So it's kind of hard to listen to anything with too many lyrics, unless it's something I really, really want to listen to. So history stuff like the Civil War documentary or the West documentary or the national parks, man, I've watched those 5-10 times. Really, I'm
think
such
that's
a nerd. I don't know.
No, I would too if I could. I saw the first couple of episodes of the country music documentary through a PBS app on my phone, and then after that, it wasn't free anymore. I don't have a TV or I don't have internet, so I haven't been able to watch the rest of it, but I really loved what I saw.
It's good. It's really good. Yeah.
James Maple says, James says, let's do a strap trade.
Oh, yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I need a new strap. I found a strap, and then I lost it. But I made one that I made a very long time ago. God, it was just here. But anyway, I don't know. It's kind of a mess in here. Check out my shop. We just moved in this new house in Pasadena, and I got this shop that came with the place, and it's such. I mean, this isn't really doing it justice, but it is such a beautiful place. And this house was owned by this artist named Norman Zammit. He was a light and space artist. He was in this big show in LA in the 70s, I think, called Pacific Standard Time, which was it was like a big deal big deal show for like light and space artists, and put LA kind of on the map. And this was his house, and he died in his house. We kind of think that he died in this shop, but it's such a beautiful place. It kind of looks like a ship. It's all wood. You can't really see, and there's skylights in like every room, and it's a pretty special place. So I've been spending a lot of time out here, and it's kind of great because I have like office space. I can do real estate stuff, when that is happening, and then I can do leather work on this work table, and then I can have songwriting section over there. So I've kind of got it set up. It's pretty sweet.
That's amazing.
Right?
Can you talk a little bit about, I know it's on pause now, but about the real estate? I also enjoy in your Instagram stories when you give us like the open house tours and break down the cash. Unbelievable to me as someone who lives in York, Pennsylvania, which is one of the most economical, the cost of living is so low here that it blows my mind to see what those houses are going for in California. Talk to me a little bit about real estate. I know you're passionate about it.
Well, I get it. I mean, I am like such a underdog and like a fighter for the underdogs that I love cheap real estate so much. I mean, God, I obsess over most parts of Montana, a lot of Tennessee, Louisiana. I love wherever it's cheap. I'm just like, fuck yeah, look, you can live in Taos, New Mexico for $400 a month and have half of an acre, and I love it so much. But in the way that I got into this was I was in Nashville in 2012, and I'd been on tour for a year straight, and I blew out my voice, and I got polyps in my vocal cords, and I had to stop. Like a doctor was like, you have to stop. I was like, oh, I don't have a place to live. So I stopped in Nashville for 6 weeks in between tours, and I didn't have a place to live. So I asked around, and somebody's like, well, so-and-so's trying to sell her house. Maybe you could stay there while she's trying to sell it. It's not the best neighborhood. I was like, great. And she's like, yeah, I need somebody to watchdog it. Like, you got it. And I was there for 3 days, and I was like, what are you trying to sell this place for? Or maybe I'll buy it. And she's like, oh, we're trying to get 110,000. I was like, well, maybe, can I buy it? Like, I don't have any money, but like, can I buy it? And she's like, yeah, I'll help you. And she was such a sweet woman. She helped me buy this house, and I just lucked out. Like I held on to it and like quickly moved out and like rented it out and just went on tour. And 5 years later, it had doubled in value.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I mean, that was Nashville in like 2012. So I made a bunch of money, and it just was like, oh, bing, there's a reason that so many rich people are into this. And it made me a better artist. I just kind of felt like it was a really good way to make art. Yes, that was the one on Lishy, James. And so I helped 6 other people in Nashville, other artists, buy houses that year, and they all did. And now all 6 of them own multiple properties. They all still just play music, and they have a ton of money. And they're not bitter, broke artists. And I don't know, I think that was just a game changer for me. I was like, well, you have to do this. And so the thing with LA, though, that's different is like, yes, it's so stupidly expensive here, but it also everything appreciates here like this, kind of the same as everywhere else, like about 5% a year or so. But it starts at $700,000. So it's stupid. It's really, really stupid. But if you can afford it, it's amazing because the quality of life here is insane, and God, people are so nice. It's paradise here. So I don't know. It's expensive, and my goal is to just help artists and get people in houses, which I've been able to do, but it's very fucking difficult. Like, it's just so expensive. But I don't know. It's worth it if you can possibly kind of make it happen. But it's like the barrier to entry. It's just like, how can you make it happen? And it's not easy. I don't know.
Was that house in Nashville the one that was in Heartworn Highways Revisited? The one that you and Taylor were working on?
Yeah, that's the one.
I loved that documentary. So I love the original documentary very much. And when the new one came out, I was like 5 minutes into it, and I said, this is a documentary about everyone who's ever crashed at my house. There were so many people I knew in it. It was so much fun to watch.
That documentary.
I don't know about all that, but it was really fun to watch. And we screened it for my Cable House Presents donors. We had like a night where they could come as a thank you to my friend's movie theater, and we all watched it. And then they, we're all sitting there with paper and pen writing down every single artist because they wanted to go listen to them after that if they didn't already know them. So super fun. Yeah. Well, let's do this. I am wrapping these conversations up by asking you to tell me where we can find more information about you, like what you want us to know about you right now, and how we can best support you right now during this weirdness.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I've been just trying to funnel everybody into my Instagram, Dad Country, right here, and because it's easy to contact me for anything else through it. And I'm good. You know, I honestly, I don't know, from taking the weight off of needing support from music, because I kind of read the writing on the wall. And like, I don't know, the real estate thing's great. I don't need any help. I think there are too many other artists that need help, and I'm just doing my thing. And thanks for caring. And this is sweet. Thanks. It's nice to chat with you, JJ.
It's nice to talk to you too. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
Yeah.
Well, say hi to everybody in York for me.
I sure will as soon as I can see them again or talk to them.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And for anybody who's listening, I'm doing the next one of these. I'm doing them on the hour throughout the day, every Sunday until we're allowed to leave the house again. The next one is at 3 p.m. with Daniel Markham. He's in Denton, Texas. And then at 4 o'clock with Ellie Perry, who's down at the Mexican border in, I think she's in Terlingua. She lives in an RV full time, she and her husband. And then at 5, I'm going to talk to Jesse and Seamus from Smith and Wheaton. So that'll be fun too. And I appreciate you taking the time to do this. Oh, and the baby.
Oh, yeah, there's their sweetheart. This Magnus and Stony.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, my sweet girl. We're just finishing up a little interview.
Oh, sorry.
That's
okay. We're happy.
Nice to see you.
You too.
Okay.
Take care. Thanks so much.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.